Good morning, Texoma, and thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Fitzwater. This morning we are going inside Partners in Education, or PI, as a lot of you may know. It is the partnership between businesses and organizations in our community with the Wichita Falls Independent School District. And joining me now with the very latest is Paula Perkins. And Paula, we appreciate you being here this morning.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. No, you are the coordinator of PI, and this morning we really just want to kind of go inside what it's all about and how this program is helping our community and also our kids, of course.
Sure. Well, Partners in Education is a program of the Wichita Falls ISD. We exist to connect businesses, organizations, and individuals with the campuses of the Wichita Falls ISD. We strive to leverage the skills, the talents, and the resources that each partner brings to the table so that we can maximize those to enhance student learning. One of the core beliefs of our district is the fact that community involvement is critical for educational development of our kids. And Partners in Education is a terrific vehicle to make this opportunity available. Our partners come in, they help us out, but we also give them an opportunity to know firsthand what's going on in the district. And also what we hear most of all is the fact that people who come in have the opportunity to directly impact, hands-on involvement, have that chance to mold and shape the future of our community, which is our children.
Sometimes people think the only way I can help is by giving my money, but that's not it.
That's correct. We have 3 different ways. One is to adopt a school. That's to actually partner with a school to help meet some of their needs. Those needs can range anywhere from providing student incentives to being directly involved in an academic program to leadership opportunities to programs that have that help our kids meet their basic needs. We also have a mentor program where individuals come in and they develop those one-on-one relationships with our kiddos so they can be that constant, steady presence in their lives and help them develop emotionally, academically, intellectually so that they are ready to take on that next challenge. And then the final way is just to help with programs that we implement district-wide. Those are Red Hot Radical Readers, Texas Scholars, and Senior Send-Off.
And I know we're going to take a closer look, of course, at the partners if you want to be a partner and the mentors if you want to get involved there. But I really would like you to share, just kind of starting with yourself and how you got into this role and why you believe that PI is just crucial to the everyday functioning in the WFISD.
Sure. I joined the Partners in Education team back in October. And I came on to this endeavor. I've always been passionate about children, but through my experience with several organizations in the community, I knew that I wanted to be involved at a level that was more community rooted. So I came in, and this gives me the opportunity to make a difference in both of those areas, being involved, bringing the partners in, being involved with the kids still. This is important because the children are the future of our community. And it's our job to prepare them to launch into the world so our communities are better.
What do you think maybe the district stand is on this, or some of our school leaders stand whenever it comes to PI? I mean, do they think this is something we could not do without?
Absolutely. I think now more than ever, need is increasing. We are being forced to do more with less. We are seeing situations where some kiddos just can't have all of those needs met within their home. So the school really sometimes is forced to pick those up. And our administrators, I believe, are great fans of this program because they see firsthand the involvement in what we wouldn't be able to do at the district level if it weren't for our partners.
Absolutely. Kind of going to some of those programs, let's just start with the Red Hot Radical Readers. And I love this because you hear over and over how important it is, even at a young age, to start reading to your children and how that can just kind of give them the upper hand in their education, in life in general. And this is a great incentive program that's right there in the schools. So, you know, what age group is this targeting?
Red Hot Radical Readers is for students grades 4 through 6. It is an incentive-based program. We have a specified time period where students get with teachers, they set reading goals, and during that time, the students read. When they meet their goal, they are given a very stylish t-shirt and are invited to a district rally where they are celebrated. Reading is the key. It is the center of that rally, and it's just really emphasized that reading can be fun, and reading is critical to everything that you do in life.
Absolutely. And then senior send-off, kind of the other end of the spectrum.
That's
time,
right.
they're a senior and you've done everything you can do for them in the district. This is when you kind of take that extra step, I guess, in preparing them for the real world and what lies ahead, correct?
Correct. This is just another opportunity for our seniors to learn some of those life lessons, those life skills that are going to prepare them for launch. It is a one-day mini conference that we hold at MPEC. And community leaders come in from various sectors, and they hold conferences. They facilitate these sessions for our kids, ranging from banking to budgeting, how to prepare for an interview, what to say, technology applications, how to buy a car. So a lot of things that you need, but may not necessarily get within the classroom.
Absolutely. I love that. And how long has that program been around?
That's been going on since 2007.
Okay.
So we just finished our 7th year.
All right. And continuing on, I know you've seen, of course, us mention that as that time comes right here on News Channel 6. Another one is the Texas Scholars. I know you have to actually qualify for this program.
Correct. Texas Scholars is a program that is designed to get our students thinking in 8th grade about what it's going to take for them to be successful in the real world. Community leaders, again, come into classrooms. They give presentations that involve a lot of questions that make students think, well, that's what I want to do, and this is how much money I need to have, and this is how I'm going to make that happen. Then they have the opportunity to choose those classes that may be a little more rigorous to prepare them for whatever it is that they approach when they graduate high school, whether it be the workforce, military, tech school, or college.
I love how it seems like there's something for every age group. There's something in the elementary schools to stuff in the high schools. But how does this happen? Can you tell us, Paula? I mean, is the funding coming from the school district? Is the funding to make these programs happen coming from the organizations and the businesses?
Yes, both. The district does provide underwriting for many of these programs, but we are dependent on sponsors, on businesses, on individuals around the community that wholeheartedly believe in the mission of these programs to make them possible. We have just completed a campus needs assessment for every campus, so I've got a great idea of what each campus needs, so I can also help plug people in that way.
I love that, because then you know where your time is needed. So I know we have much more on the partners and the mentors still to come, so don't go anywhere, Texoma. We'll be right back with much more on partners in education and the difference it's making in the lives of our youth. Welcome back to Insidetexoma. Once again, we are talking about partners in education and really the connection people out in the community have with the Wichita Falls Independent School District. Joining me now with much more on those partners and the mentors and the differences they are making is Diane Lockard. She is the counselor at Southern Hills Elementary and also PI coordinator, so thank you for being
Glad
here.
to be here.
And also Shane Porter. She's the principal at Sam Houston Elementary and a partner coordinator, even on the advisory board. So both of these ladies, very busy, very involved, which is why they are here today, of course, to give us much more on partners in education. And we just wanted to kind of start, Mrs. Porter, a little bit with you, and you're a principal at a school here in the Wichita Falls ISD. So without these partners, how would that affect what you're able to do for these kids every day?
Oh, it is very beneficial to our students. Sam Houston, we're a title school, which means we have several students who are at poverty level. And so through our partnerships throughout the city, our students are able to have benefits and go places and do things that we can't afford just through the normal budget that we are allotted at the beginning of the school year. So it is fabulous for us, and we honestly could not do the things that we do academically, instructionally, for recreation purposes, just lots of different aspects that the partnerships bring.
Whenever you talk about partnerships, can you give us an idea of how many your school has?
Probably 15, around 15.
Okay.
And all of them are very involved with our kids.
And what I find interesting is I understand they each could play a different role, correct?
Absolutely.
Can you explain how that works? If I want to be a partner and let's say I want to focus on the teachers or I want to be a partner and I want to focus on the students, you can do that, right?
Absolutely, yes. We have partners that provide beginning of the year staff lunches. I have found that you can't not feed teachers enough. So they absolutely love that. Some partners focus on the student aspects where they mentor more or they provide opportunities for students to attend field trips. They give of their money and that is awesome. We have partners that pack the power packs that students receive on Fridays that go home to students who actually need food over the weekend. We have currently 100 of those going home every Friday. Actually, Junior League does that for us, and they pack those power packs for us, honestly, because the staff, we don't have time to do that.
Right.
And so they pack those for us, and the food bank delivers it, and it's just a beautiful system that we have down.
Every Friday this happens.
Correct.
Wow.
Yes. Of course, they provide other opportunities. Actually, we're getting ready for 6th grade cotillion and dance, and they're providing dinner and dance and a manners class for our 6th graders. So it's going to be lots of fun. But just things like that we could not do as a staff simply because of the time constraints and the money constraints. University Kiwanis, they are absolutely fabulous how they, at Christmas time, every child in the building, we currently have 467.
Wow.
They get brand new shoes, brand new socks, a new book, and a little hygiene kit at Christmas. And Sam Houston gets that, and so does Washington Jackson and Alamo.
Can you tell me the importance of something like that? I mean, there could be maybe people watching this morning who think, shoes? Why shoes? Why not a toy or something else? But the importance and the difference I understand in the lives it makes when those children open up their new shoes is...
Oh, it's great. And really, Christmas is so fun at Sam Houston. And we've been doing this for currently 4 years now. And a toy, you know, it's a great thing, a child with a toy, but eventually the toy loses interest. They lose interest in it, and it's just kind of discarded into the pile of stuff. But shoes, that may last them from December to May, which is a useful item. So when we currently came up with the idea, shoes was it. And it stuck. And so it is just a great, it's a great thing.
I love that. And you mentioned that maybe they can't afford a new pair of shoes too, correct? So if they're worn out, kind of gives them more of a sense of pride and self-worth, I'm sure, as well. So what a neat thing. And that's all funded then through these organizations that come, is that correct?
That's university only.
Wow.
University Kiwanis only funds that one, yes.
400, you said?
467 we have, and I'm not sure of Alamo's enrollment or Washington Jackson, but 3 campuses, yes, every child in the building gets that.
As a principal, and I'm, you know, the leader of the school and someone who I'm sure just continues to want to do more as you see those needs, can you explain what it means when you have an organization in your community just come out and do something like this for these students? No catch, free of charge, we just want to do it.
You know, you just can't believe that many good people are there still, you know. It is just unbelievable. And the relationship that we've built with University Kiwanis is just, it's just fabulous. Those people, and they continue to come in, and they are currently doing a bug program with us with our 3rd graders called Bringing Up Grades. And they're helping our 3rd graders get their grades raised up, and providing parties, and going to give bikes to the kiddos that actually got those grades raised up the most. So it is just overwhelming, I guess is a good word. And they are so gracious and just so precious to the campus, and just a blessing to us is what they are.
I love that, and I'm sure with 15 different partners, the stories could just go on and on.
They could.
I love being able to hear that, and not only at Sam Houston, but also Southern Hills Elementary. I know there's the similar stories taking place over there. And Mrs. Lockard, you know, you are a counselor there as well. So you know, I know you get to have some of those personal relationships, but it's interesting how she brought up the shoes as well. I'm sure there's also times where there's a lot of heartbreak maybe involved because you hear the stories, you know, that maybe aren't easy to hear. So can you tell us how having partners in your school, does it build it up, you know? Does it even help maybe with the morale of the staff even to see that?
Oh, yes, it does. Our mentors not only help our students, but they also help our teachers. When teachers see someone that really cares about their children as they do, that it means that, you know, they are working together as a team to improve the academics, the emotional stability of this child. The important part of being a mentor, I think, is to show a child that there can be a trusting relationship in their life. Many children have never experienced that until they have a mentor. And I would tell mentors that are people that are waiting to make that decision, it's one of the most important decisions that you need to make. And it's a commitment to make it, but it's one of the most, I would say, honoring experiences because you have an opportunity to change the view of mankind from a child's eye, because many of their experiences have been so difficult with people that the door has been shut. But it's amazing to see those doors open.
What do the mentors do? Because, you know, I know you have much more on being a mentor, and if that's something that's more of an, is that more of an individual thing, or can you come in, maybe it's a ladies group?
We have a variety of ways in which we can provide opportunities for mentors. We have our PAL program from the high schools. They have been just awesome this year, and the children wait on Thursdays to see their PAL. We have a sorority that has adopted our school, and they go in and do classroom mentoring, which involves a lot of academics as well as social support.
Sure.
We also, where Ms. Porter was speaking about the shoes, I do want to give our Board of Realtors kudos for that, because that's where I get my shoes from my students. And to see the look on a child's face when they get brand new socks and brand new shoes, they just glow. And it is a wonderful experience. So there are many opportunities for mentoring, volunteering, providing just to be a buddy. We also have student mentoring. It's kind of a peer mentoring group. Our fourth graders go to our LEAP classes, which are classes that have autistic children aged 3 and 4, and they go in and they read to them and play with them. We also have our PALs that specifically go into our TK. TK is transitional kindergarten. So if you want to just see what a relationship is like and how they can vary, you can do it by just coming in and finding a mentor in the school and watching them.
If you are an individual at home, though, and maybe it's a mom, maybe it's a grandma or a grandpa, what would you say to them if they're maybe a little uneasy, they don't know what to do, they don't want to do anything wrong, maybe they feel they don't have the experience to help with the homework or to tutor them? What can they do, though, and how much of a difference would just their presence in your school be?
Oh, I have one mentor that comes and works in the workroom. It's a full circle of things that you can do, like our Anchor Baptist Church that provides the power packs. They also provide mentors. They are always around. When we have our field day this year, they'll bring food in. We have a pie partner that only brings in things for the staff because they feel like that's what we need. So you can just be a buddy. And the way you do it is you complete an application, a mentor application you can call, and then you consent to an online background check, and it goes from there. I would be the connecting person with the child to the mentor, and it's amazing how it works.
Is that for every school, or is that just for Southern Hills?
Every school.
Every school you do that?
Yes, that's a requirement.
And is this a need right now? I mean, do you need more people?
Yes. We always need mentors.
You can't have enough
You cannot have enough.
You
because
can't.
we will find a place for you. If you maybe feel more comfortable making copies, or you feel more comfortable doing a classroom or doing an individual, all of those things, we can work with you and make it work for you as well as the person.
What about time? Is there a recommended amount of time that you would like for them to spend?
Yes.
Or
30 minutes to an hour per week for a full year, school year.
that doesn't sound like too much.
And it's not. And whenever I say that to the person, they do that. Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound like much. Well, no, it's not. But it means a lot.
And obviously makes a big difference, as you both keep saying. So
It does make a difference.
And they wait for them. It's
Oh, they do.
anticipated, and they know the day they're coming, and they totally sit there and wait. And if something happens, and a lot of our mentors, if they can't come, a
They'll call.
business date came up or something, and,
Sure.
and they do call, and but they're coming tomorrow. Oh,
Sure.
And I
so-
always do tell my mentors to please call, because this is one of the most important things in that child's week.
I love it. It sounds like so many different opportunities, so many different ways to get involved, of course, and so many ways, Texoma, for you to make a big difference, and not even a lot of your time. So, well, we appreciate both of you taking time to be here today. We need to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. Much more on Partners in Education is after this. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we're taking an inside look at Partners in Education and really, Texoma, how you are going above and beyond in our community to, of course, making a big difference in the lives of children in the Wichita Falls Independent School District. And it's incredible to hear, Paula, how much people have stepped up and just, I mean, it blows your mind, especially in this economy, how they just continue to give and give and give.
Absolutely. We have an incredibly responsive community. This year we have over 260 partners. We have more volunteers than that that aren't necessarily considered partners, but they give in various ways to the schools as well. We have over 700 mentors who will contribute over 20,000 hours this year.
Wow.
That is fantastic. That's a great impact that the district would not provide to those kids otherwise. Last year, the return of investment on all of the contributions from the community was $1.9 million.
$1.9 million.
Yes.
That is money these schools would not see without the community support, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Goes a long way.
And again, something else that we're very proud of, a 23-year legacy of over $20 million. So
Wow.
again, we are very grateful to the community because there are so many things that they make possible for our students that would otherwise be missed.
And I know it's just almost next to impossible, of course, to list and to name all of those who give, not only of their time, but those donations, of course, to make everything happen. What are just some of the different basic needs that you would say organizations cover every year in our schools?
Sure. We have organizations who donate coats in the winter. There's a church, they have a coat drive, and they provide coats to each elementary school.
Wow.
It's an impressive endeavor. We also have a group who comes in and does school supplies for many of the campuses. Every student at that campus receives a backpack filled with school supplies.
Wow.
Also, we have organizations who come in, they provide hoodies. I mean, it's just unbelievable how responsive the community is in helping some of our kids meet those most basic needs that have to be met before learning can occur.
Absolutely. And if you'd like to take a look at those sponsors and those who, of course, give, we have a link. You can see it, of course, right there. We'll put the website up on the bottom of your screen, but you can go to newschannel6now.com. Click on the Inside Texoma. We'll put a link up there. Also, whenever you go to Partners in Education, that website, you can find, I'm sure, the whole list of names there, too.
Yes.
Well, Paula, another big thing, of course, is the future. And you're not just stopping with this, although it's amazing. You're going to continue to grow, and you already have some new things in mind for the next upcoming school year.
We do, and I love that. Growth means change, and we are striving to better meet the needs of our kiddos. I mentioned to you campus needs assessments earlier. One of the things our campuses are saying is we need mentors. We have to get people coming in to help our students in these high need areas. So In the fall, we're going to be kicking off a community-wide mentor campaign, so you're going to be hearing a lot more of that. We just want to get the word out now, get you ready and thinking about that because it's going to be very exciting. Also new for the district will be a reading initiative program where we're going to ask volunteers to come in, read with children, help us address some of those literacy components so that we are able to meet the district goal of having every student read on grade level by the end of 3rd grade.
I love it. And again, that's all kicking off in the fall,
In the
right?
fall, yes ma'am.
Well, get ready for that. We'll, of course, keep you up to date as they continue to kick off that campaign. And Paula, thanks again for your time this morning and really giving us such an insight to, you know, maybe a program people didn't know about. They didn't realize how big it was. They didn't realize they could get involved. So hoping, of course, I know, like you mentioned, more people to step up and help change the future.
Very good. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Paula, and thank you, Texoma, for joining us this morning. As always, we will see you back here next Sunday morning for another look inside Texoma.